How's it going, everyone? It is Lockhart here, and today I want to talk about Honkai Star Rail. And I know it's not necessarily my most viewed content, and that's okay because the game is massive, and I'm not quite the content creator that is ready to take to the masses like that. But I do want to talk about my experience with the game so far, with its 2 battle passes. Now, I feel like they have done a number of really cool things with this game, and it's awesome in terms of content. The characters themselves are still so great. Each character adds a very unique experience to your party, so of course I feel like unless you're a whale, every account will be different, will function differently. I know a lot of folks said Himiko is not for them, but one of my teams that I run with is Preservation MC, Bilu, Himiko, and Sile, and it's just, that's the build that I want. I might not necessarily be the best, but I have a lot of fun with it. The newest one now is for my second team, especially for Memory of Chaos, is Japard, Yangqing, Ting Yun, and now Luocha, who I am slowly building, getting his things together. And now like retiring Natasha. Unfortunately, I do have Silver Wolf, who I throw in and sub between either Tingyun or Himiko to really exploit Yangqing or Sile. But I still have, like, in the process of it, I have Chinchue, who is max Eidolons. I also have Hook, who is also max Eidolons, and I haven't used them yet. And I have Yukon, who I really want to use because I don't have, between Yukon and Locha, they're the only 2 that I have that are imaginary, right? And as you kind of probably gathered by now, I actually haven't focused on Sampo or Donghong at all. So I really can't maximize the wind, but playing a lot of games that are very elemental team-based focused, you do have to pick your battles. And so I picked 3 elements to work with, and now I have my 4th, which is imaginary. But at the time, it would have just been fire, quantum, and ice, right? And I try to really build those as much as I can. And I don't always have the easiest time with content, but I'm relatively free to play, so that kind of comes with it. I don't have a lot of 5-star light cones, and not that you wouldn't have gone from the main banner anyway. Continuing on with it too, beyond the fact that the game has given us like a fair share of content, which is great. These battle passes are incredibly worthwhile. They bring in a lot of value compared to other games, and I feel like the only thing I would have with them is that they're just very short. That's all. You can kind of max them very quickly. Let me see, just before I forget, I believe that mine has still 13 days left. So it's kind of insane how quickly that runs through. And it's been already a week, I feel like, since that. And then the side events, they send you little story blips to kind of help showcase the character. So like Locha has one for him, which I thought was like absolutely hilarious. And then there was another one that ran side by side, and that was like super sad. The museum I absolutely adored, and I know based off of what people responded to me, not everyone was appreciative of it, but I just maxed this thing. I could not wait to do more of it. And Stellar Flare has been pretty cool. One of the things that I found was really nice was that I got to use Arlen for the first time ever. I had no idea. I didn't know anything about him, and then it just gives you like a good little bit of insight on like characters that maybe you never had. Not insight, but like you got to play around with them a little bit, and I think that's super cool. So we still have 2 more to go. Can't wait to see who those characters are. I imagine that they were all here to begin with, so One of the characters has this, and one of the characters has this. So the characters that will be next will be like, I mean, all of these were kind of obvious. Locha I didn't know about, and Arlen no, but when I saw this, I'm like, oh, Himiko, Chinchue. I did not know that this was gonna be Welt, but it was super cool to actually get to use him, like fully use him. Like he's hella cool. And then Serval I like a lot, but again, I haven't. You can only max so much. You can't max everybody. You know, it's not enough resources, time, or fuel to do it. And then the other part too is simulated universe. Super fun still. I learned a lot later that you should go for energy ropes. I feel like that was a big focus that I see amongst people in their chats and such, and it makes sense. Because the ults are so strong, you really do want to bring them up as much as you can. And my luck is absolutely atrocious with these. I can't even describe how bad my luck is. and then when I go to corrosion, now that I'm in the portion of farming gear, that's also equally as awful. So lots to work on, and that's fine. Echo of War is super cool because I do from time to time get a chance at a new light cone that is a 4-star, so that's been really nice. And then kind of like I was saying with Memory of Chaos, this has been a really lucky couple beginnings for me. For a while I could barely get any 3-stars on any of these, so right off the gate I've got 3-star ones, which I'm honestly more than happy with. I think the last one I had to tap out at only 16, and I got all the way to 9, so I only finished up to 8 with 9 to go, and I couldn't do it anymore because my team was just not filling it out. And now I'm already trending to do better if I get to the same place, but like in theory I should be fine. This is ice and fire, which is great, and then this is both have quantum weaknesses, so I will use my quantum pair here, and then over here I will have my ice team. So I'm kind of like, all right, I'm not too far from being able to do it okay. So yeah, let's go over my team really quickly. Again, this is 2 battle passes in. I am Trailblazer 63. This is kind of my preservation MC. I screwed up. I didn't think I was going to get Zile. I pulled her on a ticket just before the banner died, and I got her, which was super unfortunate. And I didn't know enough about the game. I didn't do enough of research, so I did put some I got this to superimposition 4, and I just got the 5-star simulated universe here for Sealate today, which is, I'm super behind. Here is my Bilu. Nothing crazy. I got her randomly, and I got her 5-star card again. That was from the standard banner. Himiko I like a lot. I think she's super cool. These are kind of her stats. Same thing with her card. I got that randomly as well. Whoops, sorry guys. Such a bad habit here. I'm really working on it. Zile, really strong, as everybody has mentioned. She is crazy powerful. Aside from MC, it's all E0s. Relics I'm still working on. These substats here, like when you get to the micro bits of it, it is brutal. Like it gets so hard and you only have so much time. So as somebody who can't just be tossing their gems, at being able to get into doing more of the stages to farm for items, like I just have to I have to just get what I can get, sit on it for a while until I can comfortably continue on to the next phase. So like, yeah, I got the set together. I tried to get the crit rate as high as I possibly could, but now I need to work on crit damage as well because the ratio is like completely atrocious. That should be at 100%, which it's not. Lojo I just got the day after the banner dropped. Still working on him. His light cone, I've kind of been looking around. Apparently, this one is decent to have. I don't know because I also don't have anybody else that I can really sub with. Apparently, I could use the quid pro quo as well, but I feel like better options for sure. Silver Wolf, I haven't gotten to max out yet. Like in terms of, like I have like an old kit that was supposed to be for Zile that I've kind of just tossed onto her for now. Apparently at E0, break effect is the way to go. So I do have some break effect gear that I could toss on her to maximize her attack. But I know you want to also bring up that effect resist or the effect something. I have her card from her event. She's not too far off, but she stands. Yang Qing, I think he's super cool. He was my first ever 5-star unit, and he is just such a cool kid. It was nice to see that he got some story time just for him, because he helped me a lot in my early days for my account. I'm still in the process of going through relics, traces, relics. I'm still kind of figuring out the small bits as well, and I did get him twice on the standard banner, which was like big ups, really hard. Not sure if it's like amazing to have, but yeah. Japard is the person I pitied for, and I have never gotten him again since, but he has been well worth it. He's the only person that has an energy regeneration rope, because again, such a struggle to get. I don't have his light cone, unfortunately. Maybe when I get to pity, I might pity for his light cone. I was using this one for now solely because of the fact that it pairs well with Himiko, but I will transition into this one soon, I think. Makes a lot of sense. He's a tank, and I'm not running him with Himiko, so that's going to be the next go-to. Tingyun, which I didn't know how to build her until a little bit later on, so still working on her relics. She's got, I know I'm like trying to gas up her attack stat as much as possible because that's kind of like what her skill is based off of. I do have her at E3, which is surprising. I didn't pull on the Jingyuan banner, but it seems like my pulls are, I got a lot of 4 stars. Natasha, who I was using previously as my second healer, like her traces are quite up there. I've kind of stripped her of her gear a little bit just to give it to Luocha, and I almost have her at E6. And our very, very infamous picture here that we get ragged on for as HSR players, because a lot of folks told me that it was the most annoying ad that they ever got. Asta, nothing to talk about. Same with Serval. These are all older units that I was kind of using in the meanwhile. Sampo, same with him. Herda. I wish Herda was good, because I think she's so cool as a unit, as a character. I have her E6, as most people do. But when when it's a free unit, it's gonna be trash. Don Hong, who I've been told is top tier, I just haven't gotten around to really building him, and I dropped him because he wasn't keeping pace with like Yang Qing, Himiko, Sile, so I had to stop with him. March 7th, same with her. I find more value in being able to rock MC Preservation or Fire MC and Japard. So I've benched her for now. Hook, completely benched, never used, but again, E6. I feel like that could be a waste. Sorry, same with Chinchue, E6. And then even with Serval, I know it's like the benchmark is like, okay, you need to get her E2, and then she'll be able to do like she'll be able to steamroll a little bit better. But I had to drop lightning. I could only focus on so many. Hook E6, Pella E6, and I've been told, and I've seen also people mention Pella multiple times as a strong unit, and I don't know, but I have her E6, and her kit looks wild, and I'm tempted to throw her in an all ice team with Japard, Locha, take out Ting Yun, put in Pella, and leave Yang Qing. And I feel like her debuff will overall help the team. But I don't know. Ting Yun makes Yang Qing into like this beast. Xu Sheng I've not touched at all. Yukon, again, pulled her a bunch of times. Haven't done anything at all except for throw like imaginary gear for no reason because that's all I had. And I have her at E3. I don't know if she, like, because when Roaring Bowstrings is active, Yukon deals 30% more damage to enemies. Busted. More attack. When Yukon uses her ultimate, she immediately gains 1 stack of Roaring Bowstring. I feel like she's a strong character. And it's like, I just don't, I don't have enough resources to want to play with anybody. And Arlen, again, never even touched, and I have him at E2 for whatever reason. Just chilling. He's just here. He just doesn't do anything. So for me right now, I'm debating between Yukong, Pella, Hook, and Chin Chui as my next up and comer. I'm leaning towards Yukong. I want to get that two imaginary characters together. To be able to do it, and then again, you know, that's kind of where I'm at for my rank. And then when we take a look at my light cones as a whole, 2 of my 5 stars are from Herda's Simulation Universe, and then the other 3 are from Standard Banner, and I got Clara's, but I don't have her, and I have her on Genshin Impact. So that's kind of it. So I gotta pull some of these cards together. Obviously, it's not like fully done, and I do have some Superimposed 5 cards, but overall, I rate this game incredibly highly. Like, the gameplay alone has been incredible. Like, it's hard to believe that this is a mobile game, for one, because it is just so clean. The loading times are a little bit longer, but it makes sense. The world is massive, so of course everything will take a little bit longer to get into. I'm just gonna take the Jing Yuan I usually take, he's not available. So let's just take him. Nope. Not even worth it. So I will just sub out Zila for Himeko. And actually, I'll probably take out Fire MC for Japard. Actually, Fire MC is so much cooler than Japard. Whatever. If I lose, I lose. We'll just take a look. And yeah, combat's nice and easy. Chaos on Memory of Chaos, I do not mind manualing at all, just because it is just such an intense, such a great mode of gameplay that I can get out of. Auto is the best function to have for any game, especially for farming purposes. Man, like, the game is just, I'm just hooked. I'm waiting for the next bit of story. I'm itching for it. It bothers me that I didn't get it yet, especially since getting Locha. I was hoping for a little bit more. I want to know what happens. Dan Hong, obviously something bad is going to happen to him, because he is just walking around with this dark cloud over his head going into Lofu, and it's just, yeah. Great game. let me know what y'all think in the comments if you watch this at all. Honestly, this game has been a blast, and I can, of all the Hoyo games, still by far the best one, just by miles. But for me, because of the type of player I am. Let me know what you think. What's the best part? What's your favorite part? What are you looking forward to? Who are you gonna pull on? Who are you saving for next? Locha made sense for me just because I needed imaginary and I needed that strong second healer because of my gameplay. I'm not the strongest player and my RNG is weak. So, you know, yeah. Hope y'all liked it. If you've watched it till this point, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it a lot. It would mean a ton because I have hit almost 10% of my total goal, of my total views, and I've hit a little bit over 10% now in terms of my subscription goal. And if I get to 1K subs or 100K views total, I would love to do a little giveaway raffle for some Gunpla because I love Gundams and I would love to be able to celebrate with y'all, whether it be on stream or whether it be just like another video, just thanking everybody for getting me to one of those milestones. I'm out of here. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.